it's Amber with Evil Genius. We're here at the Astronomicon number 5.
Hi everybody, this is Jeremy with Evil Genius Entertainment. We're at Astronomicon number 5 and I'm taking the time here to ask this great Zack Galligan here. I have one question for you, sir.
What's that?
There's a lot of people probably ask you about Gremlins or some of the other great films you are, but I am a super fan of waxwork.
Uh-huh.
And especially the scene with Bruce Campbell. It is probably one of the single funniest, greatest scenes ever. How was your experience? In the whole movie, but that in particular.
Well, it was great. I mean, Bruce showed up for about, I think only for about a day. And I guess he was friends with Tony Hickox, the director, from doing Sundown, Vampire and Retreat, I think. And so he showed up, and I mean, you know Bruce back in the day, he looked just like a cartoon character with that huge chin and just those kind of very defined features. And you know, I think when he showed up, Tony had a tremendous sense of familiarity with both him and me. So he was kind of like, let's rehearse it, and if we find anything fun, you know, we can, you know, put it in the movie. And if we want to, ad lib or, you know, improv or throw some things in there, we could do that too. So I'm pretty sure I remember the joke about the Bible being upside down and me reading it backwards. That was an ad lib by me when I actually picked the book up upside down. Yeah. So I did the whole gizbaz, and you know, and Bruce heard me doing that, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I just picked up the book upside down." He goes, "Oh, let's use that." So I picked that up and we threw that in there, and my guess is there were probably, you know, one or two other things,
right? Because
we were sort of just bouncing off each other and stuff like that, and this is right before Army of Darkness came out, so Bruce was still sort of a bit of a cult actor, really, more than more of a mainstream.
Yeah.
You know, it's before Briscoe County and before you know, Burn Notice and all of that stuff that people know him from. And so it was just very chill and relaxed, and he was amongst friends, and I was amongst friends, and it was people who'd worked with each other a lot.
You could feel that on the other side of the screen.
And so it was just a very, very smooth, very ridiculous, absurd piece of, you know, fun filmmaking. And Waxwork 2 in general was, let's just throw anything against the wall, and you can always cut it out if it doesn't work.
Right.
Very much a Gremlins 2 feeling too. Both those movies are interesting, that they both have that kind of Mad Magazine, throw everything against the wall, and whatever sticks, we'll just keep it. So it was a great experience, and I'm not sure I've seen Bruce since that day, like in the flesh, but we've chatted each other on Twitter, and he's retweeted a couple of things that I've, you know, little GIFs from or GIF, however you pronounce it, little snippets from Waxwork 2. So it was fun, and it certainly, you know, added to the movie over the years. So it was good. It was a good time.
Well, you were just a natural, and you felt you were really good and awkward, and it just felt really good, the whole point. So thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much for giving us your time here, and we really appreciate it. So this is Jeremy, Evil Genius, signing off at Astronomicon with the great Zack Galligan. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Jeremy, Evil Genius Entertainment, and we're here with Danielle Harris. She has, at the Astronomicon, she has been in a cornucopia of movies all across the gambit. A lot of people probably don't know exactly the breadth and the width of movies that you have done. I mean, you're not just in horror movies. You have been in a lot of movies. You've been in movies with a lot of interesting actors. You've been, I mean, it's really an interesting mix, your movie history. It's really cool. But today I want to focus probably on asking you about your time on the Crowley series, Catch It.
Yeah, Catch It, yeah, sure.
Being the amount of practical effects in it,
yeah,
and how fun it seemed. the process. Can you talk about that process?
Yeah, the practical effects are always more fun, and I think more foolproof. You know, when you depend on CGI for stuff, it's hard to act.
Exactly.
When things aren't really there. And then God knows what it looks like afterwards. It always looks like shit unless there's a lot of money, and even then it looks like shit too sometimes. So I much prefer the practical effects route.
Right. Now, Kane Hodder,
Yes.
obviously Victor Crowley, he's very physical. What was it like working with him?
I mean, he's like my brother, so
Awesome.
he doesn't really mess with me. Like, he's a practical jokester, and he does pull jokes on almost everybody else, but he and I have an understanding that that doesn't really fly because I'll whoop his ass, so but he's great. I mean,
that's
he's
awesome.
Literally family, so it's nice when I get to play with him.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. I don't want to take any more of your time. Could talk to you all day long since you've been in so many things, but thank you. This is Danielle Harris here, Astronomicon 5. Thank you. Hopefully we'll talk to you maybe at another time one day.
Sure.
Get another question with
Sounds
you.
good.
But signing off, Astronomicon 5.
That's day 3 here at Astronomicon 5. There were interesting panels, great celebrity guests, fantastic vendors, and of course the fans. Thank you for having Evil Genius Entertainment. My name is Amber, and that's a wrap.
Be sure to visit evilgeniusentertainment.com for exclusive content, swag, casting call news, and much, much more.